Published 0423 EDT, the 3rd of September 2017. Updated 0619 EDT, the 3rd of September 2017. A newly discovered RAF blockbuster bomb has forced 70,000 people from their homes in Germany in the biggest post-war evacuation. The 1.8-ton British bomb, which German media said was nicknamed One Blocknacker or Blockbuster for its ability to wipe out whole streets and flatten buildings, was discovered on Tuesday during building works. Police have since been guarding the bomb site, which is close to the city center and just 1.5 miles north of the main Zeal shopping area. Ella Wichmann pushes suitcases as she leaves her apartment in the evacuation area as evacuation measures are underway in Frankfurt am Main, Western Germany. Police insist it is safe leaving the bomb in the ground until disposal. Experts dismantle the device. Members of a family with young kids pull suitcases as they leave the evacuation area in Frankfurt am Main, Western Germany. This morning police officers speak with residents who have not yet left their apartments in the evacuation area. A newly discovered RAF blockbuster bomb has forced 70,000 people from their homes in Germany in the biggest post-war evacuation. Pictured, a heavy armed police truck is seen during the evacuation. Police officers get their instructions as 60,000 people in Germany's financial capital on Sunday morning. A warning sign to alert residents that a historic bomb has been discovered in Frankfurt. Experts will defuse the British World War II bomb later today while all residents have been moved out of the city for safety. Frankfurt's security chief Marcus Frank said homes and buildings within less than a mile's radius of the site were to be cleared by 6 a.m. and residents will likely need to stay away until 6 p.m. "We must have this area completely cleared by 8 a.m., Frank said. The West End district is home to many of Frankfurt's top bankers, including European Central Bank chief Mario Draghi, who is known however to spend his weekends away from the German city. Two major hospitals are also within the evacuation zone, including one with a big ward of newborns. Staff at the affected hospitals began transferring patients and infants to other medical centers beginning Saturday. The blockbuster explosive was discovered during renovations on Frankfurt University's campus. The West End district is home to many of Frankfurt's top bankers, including European Central Bank chief Mario Draghi, who is known however to spend his weekends away from the German city. "We have almost finished the evacuation in the hospitals, but for retirement homes, it's going to take a bit more time," a spokesman for the city's firefighters said. The massive bomb in question is an HC-4000, a high-capacity explosive used in air raids by Britain's Royal Air Force during World War II and contains 1.4 tons of explosives. Although police have said there is no immediate danger, the bomb's massive size prevents them from taking any chances during the disarming process. More than 70 years after the end of the war, unexploded bombs are regularly found buried in Germany, legacies of the intense bombing campaigns by the Allied forces against Nazi Germany. On Saturday, 21,000 people had to be evacuated from the western city of Koblenz as bomb disposal experts defused an unexploded American World War II shell. In May, 50,000 residents were forced to leave their homes in the northern city of Hanover for an operation to defuse several Wehr bombs. One of the biggest such evacuations to date took place on Christmas Day 2016, when another unexploded British bomb, containing 1.8 tons of explosives, prompted the evacuation of 54,000 people in the southern city of Augsburg. The massive bomb in question is an HC-4000, a high-capacity explosive used in air raids by Britain's Royal Air Force during World War II and contains 1.4 tons of explosives. Although police have said there is no immediate danger, the bomb's massive size prevents them from taking any chances during the disarming process. More than 70 years after the end of the war, unexploded bombs are regularly found buried in Germany, legacies of the intense bombing campaigns by the Allied forces against Nazi Germany. On Saturday, 21,000 people had to be evacuated from the western city of Koblenz as bomb disposal experts defused an unexploded American World War II shell. 1.8-ton blockbuster bomb was dropped by a Lancaster on Frankfurt in a raid on 1944. Officially categorized as an HC-4000, the blockbuster earned its nickname because of its ability to destroy whole apartment blocks. Police confirmed today due to the large size of the bomb, extensive evacuation measures must be taken. Blockbuster bombs, also known as cookies, got their name from the press during the Second World War through their ability to destroy entire blocks. They typically weighed either 4,000, 8,000 or 12,000 pounds and usually contained 50% explosive by weight. Their primary use was in causing extensive damage to buildings so that smaller 1.8 kilograms incendiary bombs could reach their interiors. In 1943, 25,000 blockbusters were used. This increased to 38,000 the following year, before returning to 25,000 in 1945. A safe height for unleashing the 4,000-pound blockbuster was said to be around 5,000 feet any lower, and the aircraft risked being caught in the blast. During the Blitz, the Germans created improvised blockbuster by attaching naval mines dropped on parachutes. It is estimated that 150,000 bombs lie unexploded beneath German towns and cities, and they grow more unstable with every passing day. Dozens of people have been killed and injured in explosions in the past decades, and thousands placed in danger. In 2011, falling water levels on the River Rhine in Koblenz exposed two mammoth RAF bombs capable of causing catastrophic damage if they detonated. Some 45,000 people were evacuated. A bomb from an RAF, or American Air Force plane from the conflict, is discovered on average once a day across the country, sometimes as many as 3 times a day, costing authorities tens of millions of pounds a year. The Allies rained 2.7 million tons of bombs on Germany between 1940 and 1944. The academic Journal of Mine Action estimates that as much as half of them failed to do their job. Many of these bombs are of a type containing a vial of acetone in the fuse, which was designed to burst on impact. The fluid was meant to trickle down and dissolve a celluloid disc, keeping back the cocked firing pin that then ignites the TNT inside those components, as well as the plastic parts of other detonators, or disintegrating at an alarming rate. Experts warn that within a decade bombs will begin to detonate by themselves or will be too unstable to defuse if discovered. That would mean controlled explosions on site with colossal damage to infrastructure around and about. The massive bomb was dropped more than 70 years ago from a Lancaster bomber. File photo.